For over 600 years, it's resisted every attempt to decode it. A book, written in a language no one speaks, filled with drawings of alien plants, zodiac wheels, and nude women in strange green pools. No one knows who made it, why it exists, or what it says. It's stumped code breakers, scholars, even artificial intelligence. Some think it's a hoax, others believe it hides ancient, forbidden knowledge. This isn't fantasy. This is the real-life mystery of the Voynich Manuscript, the world's most mysterious book. The Voynich Manuscript first surfaced publicly in 1912, when Polish book dealer Wilfrid Voynich stumbled across it in a Jesuit college in Italy. He had no idea that what he'd found would become one of the greatest puzzles in modern history. But the manuscript itself is much older. Radiocarbon testing dates its vellum pages to the early 15th century, somewhere between 1404 and 1438. That means it was already nearly 500 years old when Voynich rediscovered it. Its first confirmed owner was a 17th century alchemist named Georg Baresch, who was just as baffled by it as we are today. He sent it to the Jesuit scholar Athanasius Kircher, hoping for a translation. It passed through several hands, Johannes Marcus Marci, then Kircher again, before vanishing for nearly 2 centuries. Its trail picks back up in 1912 with Voynich, and from there it eventually found a permanent home at Yale University's Beinecke Library. We know where the manuscript has been for the past few hundred years, but its origin, author, and purpose still completely unknown. At first glance, the Voynich Manuscript looks like something out of a fantasy novel. It's a thick, handmade book, over 230 pages, crafted from fine calfskin vellum. Each page is filled with flowing script in an unknown language, accompanied by hundreds of vivid illustrations. But these aren't normal drawings. The plants? They don't exist in any known taxonomy. The astronomy? Filled with zodiac signs and star charts that don't line up with our constellations. And then there are the nude women bathing in green pools, connected by strange tubes, one of the most iconic and puzzling motifs. Scholars have divided the book into 6 thematic sections based on its illustrations: botanical, astronomical, biological, cosmological, pharmaceutical, and what looks like recipes. Despite the detail, nothing in the manuscript has been definitively interpreted. The style is remarkably consistent, suggesting it was made with intent, care, and possibly by a single author or a very small team. Whatever its purpose, medical text, alchemical guide, or something else entirely, it wasn't a casual project. But what really makes the Voynich Manuscript legendary isn't the pictures, it's the text. Written in what's now called Voynichese, the script flows left to right and contains over 20 unique characters, along with what appear to be modifiers or abbreviations. It doesn't match Latin, Greek, Arabic, or any known writing system. And yet, it doesn't appear to be gibberish either. Statistical analyses show patterns and word frequencies that mimic natural human languages. Words repeat with strange but structured regularity, almost poetic. This has led many to believe the manuscript contains real meaning, just locked behind a code or forgotten language. Interestingly, researchers have noted subtle variations in handwriting, suggesting more than one scribe was involved. That detail adds weight to the theory that this was a serious project, not a prank or random creation. Whether it's a cipher, an invented language, or something else entirely, the writing remains the key to everything, and no one's been able to unlock it. Over the past century, the Voynich Manuscript has attracted some of the brightest minds in code-breaking, and none of them have cracked it. One early theory was that it's a cipher, designed to hide knowledge in a secret code. During World War II, top cryptographers from the NSA and British intelligence tried to decode it using techniques meant for enemy communications. Still nothing. Then there's the hoax theory. In the early 2000s, researcher Gordon Rugg showed how a 15th-century forger could have used a simple grid system to generate realistic-looking gibberish. It raised a chilling possibility. Maybe the whole manuscript was a scam, made to impress or deceive a wealthy patron. But others believe it's a real language, just one that's never been seen before. In 2019, researcher Gerard Cheshire claimed to have decoded it as a lost dialect of Proto-Romance, related to early Latin-based languages. He suggested the book held medical advice for women, including rituals and herbal remedies. But the academic community quickly pushed back, citing lack of peer review and shaky methodology. And then there are the more fringe theories: aliens, time travelers, secret societies, even psychic messages from the past. They sound wild, but that's the kind of mystery we're dealing with. No theory has ever explained both the text and the images in a complete, provable way. Every answer only seems to unlock new questions. Thanks to modern tech, the hunt for answers is more active than ever. High-resolution scans and multispectral imaging have revealed faint Latin letters in the margins, possibly added by frustrated owners trying to decode it centuries ago. Even back then, it was already a mystery. Machine learning has also entered the picture. Computer scientists have used topic modeling and AI-based linguistic analysis to look for patterns. Some models show that similar words appear near similar drawings, suggesting the text might be more than just decoration. It could align with the imagery, like a real explanatory text. In 2025, a compelling new theory emerged from researchers Brewer and Lewis, arguing that the manuscript might be an early women's health manual. They pointed to recurring bath scenes and diagrams that might represent reproductive systems, herbs and fertility rituals, passed down orally and recorded in a private or symbolic code. Still, even the most promising findings fall short of full translation. The manuscript resists interpretation, like a puzzle that shifts every time someone gets close. We may be getting closer, but it's still just out of reach. So, with all the tech, all the talent, and more than a century of effort, why haven't we solved it? Part of the problem is confirmation bias. Dozens of researchers claim to have cracked it only for their work to fall apart under scrutiny. Many ignore entire sections of the manuscript, cherry-pick words, or reinterpret images to fit their theory. Then there's the language itself. It follows rules, just not rules we recognize. Some words repeat too often to be normal. Others appear only once. Linguistically, it behaves like a real language, and yet defies classification. And unlike the Rosetta Stone, we have no known translation to compare it to. No names, no dates, no obvious context. Until someone finds a reliable key, or a version of the text with a known language next to it, we're still guessing in the dark. Despite the lack of answers, or maybe because of it, the Voynich Manuscript has become a modern icon. It's inspired novels, documentaries, YouTube deep dives, and even video games. Reddit threads and online forums are full of amateur code breakers sharing new theories. For many, it's the ultimate intellectual challenge. Thanks to Yale University's digital archive, anyone in the world can now flip through its pages online. That access has turned casual fans into passionate investigators and brought the mystery into the public spotlight like never before. Even if it's never decoded, the Voynich Manuscript has become a symbol of human curiosity, our drive to understand the unknown, even when the answers seem out of reach. The Voynich Manuscript is more than just an old book. It's a riddle carved in ink and vellum, passed through centuries without explanation. We know when it was made, we know where it's been, but we don't know who wrote it, what it says, or why it exists. And maybe that's the point. In a world where we expect answers instantly, the Voynich Manuscript reminds us that some mysteries still resist the spotlight, that some secrets stay sealed.